Let's listen to some Jackson Hinkle.
Thousands of murdered Ukrainians. Public support of this barbarism must be forbidden. So now, the woke culture has reached a new level where if you happen to say Z, you're also a terrorist. Okay, they call you a racist, they call you misogynist for everything. Now you're a terrorist if you say the letter Z. Meanwhile, wasn't it Barack Obama and Joe Biden who were the ones funding and arming the neo-Nazis in Ukraine for the past 8 years? Wasn't it Barack Obama and John Kerry and Joe Biden who actually armed real terrorists, Al Qaeda, Al Nusra, Jaish al Islam in Syria, creating a dirty war that destroyed?
Yeah, wasn't it the damn Democrats that did all that shit? Good old Trump and good old Bush, they didn't do nothing. Good old Trump and Bush, they didn't do shit. It was the damn Democrats. Now he's complaining about, oh, now they're going to ban the letter Z. What are they going to ban? Letter A and B and C next? Where are they going to ban numbers 1, 2, and 3? Oh my God, I just can't. Now they're banning the letter Z. Goddamn Zelensky. How the fuck is Zelensky going to spell his name if they're going to ban the letter Z? They got tanks with the fucking letter Z on them. If anything, X. I like Malcolm X, right? They just put X on your damn tanks, right? The Ukraine should have X's, but, they got Z on the fucking tank, so that's to confuse everybody and do this and do that. They're not just banning the letter Z. They're sitting there saying that you can't use it as propaganda. That's the fucking Russians, right? That's their moniker, Z. Fuck off. Jesus Christ. Jackson Hinkle's acting like the goddamn Ukrainians just hate a letter. Oh, what's next? They're going to ban F? What the hell? What the F did F ever do to anybody else? What are they going to do? Ban goddamn M? Poor old M. What about Elemento, QLOP, and QRS, and all those other letters at the end of the alphabet that everybody forgets about? They're probably going to get banned too. X is a cooler letter. I mean, Q, Z, I think these are like, X is the best fucking letter out of all of them. So, they didn't ban the best letter, okay? But this Jackson Hinkle, and I like Jackson Hinkle. In fact, I think he's kind of... This reminds me, I think he's opening up the door for everybody to say whatever the hell's on their, mind. But I think he's just basically being a dickhead and saying like the opposites. He's not really taking in new information and then like changing or looking at the world. Like he didn't think that Putin was going to invade. He told us, the people that was watching him, Putin's not going to invade. Putin's just there for protection, defense. He's just there to protect the Donbass. And then now you got 400 people that's dead in Bucha. Now, Jackson Hinkle, so I like Jackson. I think he's kind of opened up this whole thing. It reminds me of where those people protesting the dead soldiers at their funerals. Westboro Baptist Church. Can't stand them motherfuckers, but in terms of free speech, the Westboro Baptist Church fucking blew free speech up for... If we could go to, people's goddamn funerals and, talk a bunch of shit or have signs and shit at people's funerals... That for free speech, right? I can't stand the people what they're doing or whatever. But on that fucking issue on free speech, they're opening the door wide the fuck open so for Jackson sitting there saying that Putin is great and Putin is wonderful. Jackson actually said when it come to Bucha that Russia lived in peace and harmony with the Buchan people. For a month, Russia was there, lived in peace and harmony. They never shot a single thing. They brought roses and chocolates. They passed out roses and chocolates out to everybody. And so it's one thing to say that, you got questions about the U.S. narrative, but to sit there and parrot the Russian talking points so fucking goddamn, oh yeah, Bucha, that was MI6. Yeah, that was British intelligence. How do you know? Lukashenko in Belarus, that's what he said. That dumb motherfucker. Why would you believe anything that dumb mother... He let goddamn Putin take his fucking... Just drive tanks right on his fucking property. That Lukashenko is just a Putin fucking bitch. What the fuck would... But Jackson Hinkle's going to insist that Russia, for the 3 or 4 weeks that they were in Bucha, they lived in peace and harmony with the people. Not the 410 that was shot and killed. France, they're doing forensic science. So we got... When it comes to Bucha, we got, eyewitness evidence. We got video of them actually shooting a guy pushing a bicycle. So we got the smoking gun right on video. How often do you get, even in America with all the murders that happen, you don't get it on video. So when it comes to Bucha, we literally got, video evidence of the goddamn smoking gun. We literally got video evidence of the goddamn smoking gun. So there's eyewitness testimony. There's satellite images that said that they were there for 3 weeks. They shot all those dead bodies. They're driving by the dead bodies, living in peace and harmony. I guess once they killed a whole bunch of people, then the people just stayed in the basement. That's peace and harmony to them? Fucking peace and harmony. It's goddamn war. It's an occupation. So for him to say the opposite of what was actually happening, it's one thing to question things, but he's not even concluding like Russia invaded Ukraine. They were peaceful and loving. They came and they, brought humanitarian aid. They brought food and clothing and shelter. They brought shelter. That's what a good Soviet, if this was a socialist takeover, that would be fantastic. You're going to provide housing, universal health care. You're actually going to give them, jobs or a universal basic income or have land reform for the people. But this is a capitalist, imperialist, homophobic piece of shit doing this shit. So that makes no goddamn sense. It makes no fucking sense unless you just think America is bad and America is terrible and America is awful. And I don't even know what to say about that or do with that. If it is, you should leave, right? If you think that it can be changed, then you should change it. So, but we got video of the shooting. 2 tanks, shoot. We saw the smoking gun. We saw the guy go down, dead body. Now, only if you say the tankers weren't Russians, that's about the only thing that you could argue. Are you sure those tankers were Russians? I didn't know if there was a Z or anything on the side of them, but what the hell are they doing in Bucha? What other tankers would be in Bucha? You saying the Americans? I mean, I guess that's what they're saying. Is that what Jackson Hinkle is saying, that those tankers were Americans? Or that it was the Azov battalion? Or maybe it was actually Hitler himself. Hitler himself was... So no, not NATO, not America. Those are Russian tankers, and they fucking killed those people in Bucha. So the fact that he said that they're a piece... And then the good old Russians, they went into Bucha, and somebody else must have killed those 410 bodies because they were just living in peace and harmony the whole time. The whole time they're in peace and harmony, huh? Well, once they killed them and they're dead in the street, they didn't complain. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, that's one way the Bolsheviks was able to, win the Civil War, just starve the shit out of the Ukrainian people, and then once they all died, well, shit, you might have killed some of your supporters, but you killed a lot of opposition too. So now the land is just yours for the taking. You don't have so many goddamn parasites and... Hi, yeah.